Alright guys, this is big. Intel and NVIDIA just announced a deal that changes the game for PCs. Basically, future Intel processors, like actual x86 CPUs, are going to come with NVIDIA RTX graphics built right in. No more relying on Intel's Arc integrated graphics. Instead, they're literally putting RTX chiplets inside the CPU packaging. Let me break down what we know, what's rumored, and what this could mean for us creators and gamers. So here's the official news. On September 18, 2025, NVIDIA announced that they would be investing $5 billion into Intel stock. They're currently buying it at $23.28 a share, pending on approval. And it's not just about the money. These two tech giants are actually teaming up on products. There's two sides to this. For the data center world, Intel is going to make x86 CPUs that are specifically designed for NVIDIA's AI platforms. For personal computers, and this is the juicy part, Intel will build x86 system-on-chips that will integrate NVIDIA's RTX GPUs directly into the CPU. They are literally calling them x86 SoCs, or SoCs. I don't know what the word is. So why is that a big deal? If you've ever bought a budget laptop or a PC, you know that integrated graphics suck. Intel's UHD or even their Arc iGPUs, they're fine for browsing, but for gaming or any sort of creative work, forget about it. This changes that. By dropping actual RTX hardware into the CPU package, we could see entry-level and mid-range PCs suddenly capable of DLSS 4 and ray tracing capabilities. Not only that, but they'll be way better for encoding and decoding for content creators. Basically, the floor for PC performance just got way higher. It's also wild to see this team up because Intel and NVIDIA have been rivals forever. AMD has really been the only one doing CPU and GPU combos. Now Intel's like, alright, we're teaming up with the biggest GPU players in the world. And NVIDIA gets to extend the RTX brand straight into integrated graphics. Now, what's confirmed and what's unknown? Let's be clear. Here's what we know for sure. The $5 billion investment, confirmed. Intel will build custom CPUs for NVIDIA's AI stuff, confirmed. And there will be consumer x86 CPUs with RTX chiplets, confirmed. But here's what we don't know. No product names, no SKUs, and no dates yet. We don't know how powerful these RTX integrated cores will be. We don't know if these will hit laptops, PCs, or small form factor first. And software is a big question. How are Intel drivers and NVIDIA's GeForce experience going to play well together? That's all to be determined. Now, what this could mean for us. If you're a gamer, imagine buying a lower end laptop and no longer needing a separate GPU to play Valorant, Fortnite, or Cyberpunk at 1080p with low ray tracing. If you're a creator, think about timeline scrubbing in Premiere or encoding in DaVinci. If they drop the NVENC inside a GPU and CPU combo, suddenly your base system is way more capable. Also, thermals and efficiency might improve. Instead of having a CPU and a GPU fight for power on the same motherboard, Intel could share the thermal and power budget in one SoC. Now that's a win for thin and light designs. And for the competition, AMD has owned this GPU-CPU space for a while with their APUs, but this is basically NVIDIA and Intel saying, we're coming for that market and we're doing it with the RTX system. The market took this seriously too. Intel stock popped after the announcement. Analysts are already calling it a seismic shift. For Intel, this means better graphics inside their chips and more of a relevance when it comes to the AI conversation. And for NVIDIA, this means pushing RTX everywhere, not just in discrete GPUs. And together, they're building a hybrid silicone that none of us have seen before. Now, before we all start expecting RTX 5090 performance in an iGPU package, let's pump the brakes a little bit. There haven't been any specs, performance, or dates that have been released yet. All of that is still up in the air. The first gen chips that come out are going to be about enabling features and efficiency. They're not really going to blow any benchmarks out of the water. But still, the fact that Intel and NVIDIA are teaming up is insane. It's not just hype, it's straight from their official press release. This could redefine what integrated graphics even means for the next few years. So what do you guys think? Would you buy a laptop or a desktop that has an Intel CPU with an RTX GPU built right in? Do you think this kills Intel's Arc projects, or does it just give them another lane? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you think about this integrated CPU and GPU combo. If you want the latest update when demos or specs drop, make sure you hit subscribe. We'll cover the silicone as soon as it shows up. See you in the next one.